Hey everyone, welcome to my Christmas decorating video. These are some things you'll see in this video today. I'm very excited. Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year. I love the festivities mixed with the cold and the snow and the ice and kind of going within and slowing down. It just makes me really happy, so I'm happy to share this with you today. So, I like my snow, do you? Here are all my Christmas decorations. You know, not too many, not too little. This painting, Lara painted herself. It's actually inspired by the YouTuber Jonna Jinten. I love all things Sweden, and she is one of my favorite YouTubers, and that's from a picture she took of her house with the northern lights above it, and I don't know, it just feels really homey to me. So Jonna Jinten, if you ever see this, thank you. You inspire me. So here's my Christmas village. This Christmas village my mom purchased probably when I was about 11 years old. So it's pretty old now. I have so many good memories of opening this up and laying it out and being creative in setting up the village, and then even my sister and I would play with it. Our other village that I think my sister has is older, and we would play with that one before we got this one. And then when we got both, we would put them together, and it was a giant village sometimes. Or they'd visit each other's village if they weren't next to each other. And I don't know, we would be careful, but we would play with them, and just lots of good memories. Gotta put the apron on. You know how much I love aprons. Aprons are just fun and cute and add such a cute touch to an outfit, and then also protect my cute dresses, and it makes me feel like I can wear cute clothes without them getting ruined. So something I wanted to talk with you today in this video is a thought I was having about Christmas, actually. I've been pondering on just how quiet it was when Christ came, when Christ was born, how only a select few knew about it and got to see him, got to worship him, were aware of it. And that made me think, who were these, these souls who were given that opportunity to be there when he was born, to be there when he came into the world, when he condescended below all things and was born as a small babe in a manger of all things. I've been pondering on that too. I don't know if I really ever put a lot of thought into what that meant. Being his bed being where animals ate from. I mean, barns are not very clean. I mean, even when you do clean them, they're still kind of dirty. And I don't know, was this the cleanest stable ever? I don't know, maybe it was. But maybe it was filthy. Maybe it was smelly. Maybe the straw was dirty. There's animal poop basically around. And I just think of how humble that is, of all the places to be born and to be laid after being born. I don't know, that just, I don't know what to say, except that it just really goes to show how he really did descend below all things to come to the earth for us. Here's a little bit of the Christmas village setup here that my daughter did. It just makes me happy. What can I say? Anyway, so I just have been pondering on that. How special these people, these souls must have been to have been given that blessing of being there. Mary, who was she? She was chosen for this. And Joseph, one of my new favorite movies is the movie Journey to Bethlehem. And I just love how they really kind of get into that more. They're pretty true to the story, to what the scriptures say, but they actually go into the turmoil maybe Joseph might have felt. I mean, the scriptures say that she was with child before she was married, and that Joseph was going to put her away quietly, not make an example of her. And, that seems to imply that before he understood what was going on, that they were dealing with this. Did he believe her? Did he not believe her? Did he have questions? Did he have doubts? How did she feel with all this? I mean, how hard would that be? And then, of course, we know that, I can't remember, a dream or something, he was told that, he was given revelation so that he knew not to worry about it, and knew that what Mary was telling him was true. And I love how Journey to Bethlehem explores that and goes into that and what they might have thought and felt. And I don't know, if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. The music is beautiful. The story is beautiful. It made me cry the first time I watched it, but not in a bad way. I don't necessarily like sad movies, unless I'm in the mood. But I don't know, life is hard enough. I don't need to cry when I'm entertained. But I cried in a way more that it moved me. It moved me spiritually. Anyway, so I recommend it. So here we are, we're decorating. This is Rose's tree. I told her that she could have her own little tree to decorate. But we didn't put it in their bedroom because Clarissa might, more chance of her getting to it and it being ruined. Clarissa, just think of like a young toddler who likes to get into everything and doesn't understand. But Rose is having a great time decorating this tree. We're using some of her ornaments. Our kids get a new ornament for them every year. And so these are some of her ornaments that she got to decorate her tree with. And I thought it'd be fun to have downstairs where the kids play, kind of brighten up the space. That rocking horse was actually my grandparents'. I don't know. I remember rocking on it when I was a little child, so it's kind of neat to have it now. Another thought that I thought I would share with you while I'm decorating here is I was listening to this video on YouTube by this professor at Harvard, and he was talking about happiness and how, in order to be happy, how important it is for us to be bored, to have moments where we're bored. And he didn't exactly say this, but I think he was also saying that we need to have quiet. We need to have opportunities where we don't have distractions, we don't have entertainment, we don't have things to occupy us necessarily. Instead, we have our thoughts and our questions. And as he said it, ask the hard questions, ponder on the meaning of our lives. And if we never have that quiet, we never are bored, we will never ask those questions and how important that is to our happiness. You see these YouTubers or other influencers on other social media who have moved to the middle of nowhere. A couple that I really enjoy watching are two YouTubers. Again, I mentioned one of them, Jonna Jinten, who moved to the middle of northern Sweden in a forest. And they're so happy, and they seem so happy, and they're in nature, and everything's beautiful, and it's and how their life is better since moving there. And I'm not here to say that that's not true, but sometimes I think we might, when we watch those videos, we think we might need that. in order to be happy like them. But what if, like this professor was saying, what if we just need more quiet? What if we just need more time to be alone in our own minds, in our heads, in our hearts? What if we can create that wherever we live? I love to decorate with nature. I love to bring nature into my home. I love to use nature in my decorating. I love to also go out in nature, just even the little park by my house, or walking around the block, or scheduling a time to go up into the mountains. And I like to do this regularly. I think we need to connect with nature, and I think we need to have time to just be in our own thoughts. Nothing else, just quiet. And maybe that's what we need more of, and maybe that's what people are missing, where then they feel like they need to move to the middle of nowhere to have that. Maybe instead we can create that wherever we live, if we just take the time to do it and make it a priority. I think there's something really grounding, and I feel like almost like dusts out the cobwebs, kind of like opening the windows, sweeping the floor, letting the fresh air in. It's like we need that for our minds too. We need to open the windows of our mind. We need to let all the fresh air in, the fresh thoughts in, and kind of dust out all the cobwebs by having that quiet and by getting in nature. Also, I had this thought too, I'm religious, if you're religious, religion is a great way and practice, or whether it's more meditation or something where you can go and again, be intentionally quiet. I love going to church, sacrament meeting, even though sacrament meeting, I belong to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and every Sunday, we have church on Sunday, and our first meeting, we have two hours. The first hour is sacrament meeting, where we take the sacrament like Jesus did with his apostles before he was crucified. And even though my kids can kind of be disruptive, sacrament meeting is a time where I found that I can ponder on questions that I have, particularly spiritual matters, or like the deep questions, as that professor at Harvard said, and take them to the Lord and just have that quiet, but more in a worshipful way. And I really feel like that grounds me when I don't, and just taking the sacrament. When I don't take the sacrament, when I don't go to sacrament meeting, if I miss a Sunday, I just don't feel the same that week. I don't feel, I don't know. It's like there's something missing. I don't have that foundation. It's like my connection to Christ is a little bit weaker. I can't fully really describe it, but it is something I've noticed. Also, we have temples in our religion where we go to the temple to make sacred covenants and do sacred ordinances for ourselves and for those who have passed on, for our ancestors. And the temple, it's just so quiet. There's no distractions there. I mean, even people try to whisper, and it's such a wonderful, again, another opportunity to just reflect and ponder. And, what opportunities do you have in your life, or could you create in your life to have more of that? And maybe that's what we need more, instead of just moving to the middle of nowhere. Anyway, just some thoughts I've been having. You may have noticed I really like to decorate Swedish style in my decorating, and nature. But I feel like when I see pictures and videos of people decorating in Sweden, it's very natural, and it does feel close to nature to me. And And I don't know, for me, Sweden has always been, I don't know, made me feel, again, grounded me, made me feel, I don't know, something about, I feel like, even though I've never been there, like, it feels like a home for me. I don't know, I can't really explain it. I wonder if, like, because my ancestors are from there, but I have ancestors from other countries, and I don't feel quite as drawn to those places as I do Sweden. I do love astrology and studying the meaning of the stars, and kind of like the wise men, like they knew what the stars meant. They knew what the Star of Bethlehem meant, and I'm not super versed in it, but there's something called locational astrology, where there's astrology that has to do with location in regards to you and in regards to individual people. And I did look briefly. I was wondering, I heard that if one of your Jupiter lines is in a country, that if you have items from that country, or you go to that country, or etc., it might, I don't know, bring, how do I say it? I can't remember how they put it, but basically, it's good. and so I wondered, I wonder if I have a Jupiter line in Sweden, if that's why I'm so drawn to that area. And something like, even if you can't go there, having items from there or things that match that energy can kind of bring it to you, even if you can't go there. So, and Jupiter is all about abundance and blessings and growth, and it's definitely considered one of the better planets as far as like what it can bring in your life. It also symbolizes protection. So I went and looked, and sure enough, one of my Jupiter lines went through Sweden. And so I was like, oh, I wonder if that's one reason why I have been so drawn to Sweden for so long. But let's just say, whether that's true or not, having Swedish things, Swedish decorating all year round just makes me so happy. And I don't know, it just grounds me and brings me joy. So maybe there's sometimes a reason why we're drawn to certain things. I'm not saying I know for sure why I'm drawn to Swedish things, but there you go. Maybe there's a reason, and maybe there's a reason I don't even know or haven't considered. This is a Carl Larsson painting. It's a Christmas scene actually, but I keep it up all year round. But he's a Swedish artist. I love all the twinkle lights and the candles. I love the smell of pine, so my candles always smell like pine. Here's my little Christmas village. It's so cozy and so happy. That's what I want my house to feel like: cozy, happy, peaceful. I want the Spirit, the Holy Spirit to be in my home. I want people to feel peace and healing when they come into my home. At least that's my desire and my intention. And I think our intention matters. I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas this year. Thanks for watching. So I'm actually, as part of decorating for this video, we had a party, and so here you see that we have the tablecloths out, getting some festive plates out. This is a little trick I learned as an event supervisor at the Marriott years ago. So it's kind of fun. Anyways, that's why things were looking more like they're set up for a party right there. It took me a few different days to finish this video and decorate and do everything I wanted to do. But I'm really happy with how things have turned out. It really, really brings me a lot of joy, and I hope it brings those who come to my home a lot of joy. You know, that's something I really think about as I'm decorating is others. I want others to feel joy and happiness when they come to my home and feel like they can relax